I'm Rahul, and I will be talking as well as showing you how to debug WordPress performance part, and then I will show something about Easy Engine. So the entire session is divided in three parts. First, we will understand the problem. Then I will show you live demo, and then I will show you how we use Easy Engine to make debugging less painful. I hope not everyone enjoys debugging here, right? It's very tedious, boring, unpredictable, full of trial error. So let's understand the problem first. Okay, as a WordPress is big, blogging, WooCommerce, e-commerce, social network. So rather than getting into technical things, I'm using some analogy. So please run your imagination, and I will first explain what problem we are trying to solve here. So just let's imagine WordPress is a car, okay, best car, Tesla, okay, and our hosting companies provide roads. Yes, you need car, a car need road. Same way WordPress need hosting, or where you will host it. Then this is what you want: nice weather, empty roads, full speed, okay. But dream interrupted. This is what you get: shared hosting. Okay. Now you try to be different, and you say like DreamHost is quite popular. Everybody must be going there. I will try something different. This is cheap hosting. Okay. You are alone, but it's still not working well. This can happen also in other case. If you're trying to optimize a server just by copying, pasting stuff from Google without ever knowing what values you are trying to change, whether they are suited for your RAM or your server resources. Okay. And this is another. Here it is nothing to do with hosting, nothing to do with hosting. This is just overloaded cart. What is this? This is your theme, plugin, 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 plugin. So many plugins, and randomly added. You just come across an article, hey, 50 plugins to make money with WordPress. Just put all them, and that's how your car crashes. It doesn't matter now which road it gets; it will not run. So we are trying to solve this kind of problem, overloaded problem. Okay. The problems, the summary, the problem could be with road, like hosting company. It could be with car, like your themes, plugin, and customization, like the custom code you add, or it could be with both. Now the first problem is very easy to solve. There are companies which provides hosting, like very good VPS hosting, SSD hard disk just for $5. Most of you know name, DigitalOcean, and you can get $5 from a piggy bank. So fixing a hosting problem is easy. Now the next is server problem, right? So in case of server problem, again we have plenty of caching. On your web server you can add Nginx cache. On WordPress you have mem cache. PHP on an alternative in HHVM. Then there is a MySQL cache. And it sounds too much cache. You can just run ee site create example.com with WordPress flag, and it will configure this entire stack for you that we saw in last WordCamp. Okay. So now our goal is to solve this problem, because there is no easy fix for that. There is really no single command I can run and it will fix everything for me. So why, like there are problems, like we have cheap hosting, value for money hosting, I will say. I won't consider DigitalOcean as a cheap hosting. It provides very good value for $5. Then we have Easy Engine that is setting so many caching and everything in just 1 minute or less than that. But not every site can be cached. The problem is that, because you cannot cache your shopping cart and e-commerce, like fully cache, because there is some user specific data. Similarly, membership sites. Just imagine if Facebook caches their wall page, home page that we see after logging in, then everybody's timeline will look same. Then there are parts which cannot be cached, like WP admin, and whenever a cache miss occurs, it could be costly if site is not coded properly. So we basically have two approaches. One is trial and error method. I think it is very common in WordPress. ecosystem that you come across an issue and you just go to plugin page, deactivate plugin one by one, test its site, okay, working, 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 not working. And you keep playing this game till you find out one bad plugin. But it may happen, one plugin itself is not a bad, there might be a combination, like two plugin are competing for same functionality, and there might be conflict. The conflict is harder to catch because now you have to try two plugins. Like let's try A and B, then try B and C, then try A and C. So this trial error is not going to work. And if you are doing it on your live site, then anyway you are throwing your user away. So we will see how to debug like hero in live. Okay, so I will show you 4 things. First, I will show you a WordPress site running bad code, and we will analyze it, and then we will make few small changes. You must have heard about WebGrind and other stuff since morning. Let's say how they looks like. Okay, this is a just plain simple WordPress site. Okay, it loads in just 0.28 seconds, right? And here it's backend. It just a one plugin, just to benchmark this number. Where are my plugins? All plugins are deactivated, right? Except Query Monitor. So everything is running fine. First I will show you home page again, just so that you can see it once again. It takes only 0.34 seconds. Now this is my first day in WordPress development, and I coded a really nice plugin, thinking it is nice. And let's see how fast it loads my site. Okay. While the site loads, I will take you through the plugin code. No, it has already loaded. I forgot to open plugin folder. Okay, so it took 7.97 seconds, right? And this nice plugin tells me there is a one slow query there, and the slow query is fetching something 93,000 rows, and taking 6 seconds to show just list of 5 posts which contains any 2 words. Okay. Yeah, this is the output. Okay. Now this is that bad code. This is the bad query. I am running a MySQL query, and only mistake I have made, actually the output is also incorrect. Not only it is taking time, but if it is taking too much time, then it might mean there might be some mistake as well. So anybody who is good at MySQL can see I forgot to put keyword A or B in brackets. Okay. So I have just put this keyword in bracket. Let's load this page again. 0.65 seconds from 7 seconds, right? Just one missing bracket. But WordPress is still complaining because WordPress is very fast. Sometimes we blame WordPress when our site is running slowly. We need to do this actually. And according to WordPress, it should have taken 0.05 seconds. So what we are doing wrong? Actually, we need only 5 posts in sidebar. And if you check my bad code, I don't know like the MySQL limit, so I just fetch entire database and running a for loop to just show first 5 results. So I will just fix the second bad part as well. And let's add limit. Now it's pretty less. it's not complaining as of now because it is less than half second. So this is the example of bad MySQL query, a simple query. Fetch 5 posts. How tough it could be, but it can take your site down. It can make your site slow. This site was slow because it has only 2,000 posts. If I add 1,000 demo data, or sorry, 1 lakh or 100K posts, the site will definitely crash because it will run, the query will run more than 30 seconds. That is the timeout limit. Now, this should sound like end of the world. You found a magic plugin and it seems to be doing its job pretty nice. But then there are other type of bad things that could happen. I will show you another example. This is my bad plugin API example. Actually, I forgot to tell one thing. In last example, in MySQL query example, you could have used WordPress database cache, WPDB class. That would have at least gave you inbuilt cache feature, WordPress inbuilt cache feature. But in now this API example, what I did, whenever you write a post, I added a one hook. It will do some remote API call, and that will give us some result. For the demo purpose, the remote call just sleep for 10 seconds and echoes some word. You can think of some SEO plugin. Every time you publish a post, they crawl your data, keyword analysis, blah, blah, blah. They send it to remote server, give you report back. Okay. So let's write something. Okay, just some random stuff. And let's try to publish it. How much time it is taking? You can see it's loading, 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 like Ideas 3G ad. Loading, loading. Okay, it written Pong. Okay, now you will say, yeah, somebody is playing ping pong in my code. I will just search Pong in my code. That might fix the issue, because that actually it won't work because the Pong is coming from remote API. And you will notice another thing. The great SQL Query Monitor plugin, the Query Monitor plugin is not able to catch this. The reason is after save post, there is a redirection. And in between two redirection, the 10-second time window is lost. Query Monitor cannot catch it. But that doesn't mean it's the end of world. Let's catch it by some other mean. Okay. First, I will enable, this is Easy Engine command. You can do it without Easy Engine also. That is why Easy Engine is not the focus of this session. Say, I want to check my PHP, I want to check my WordPress, and and I also want to debug MySQL. In MySQL, we have something called slow query log. Actually, that we already checked, but still I will debug it here. And okay, so we have enabled all kind of debugging on our server. Now just let's update this post, because that bad API will come into play even when I update my post. See, it is doing its work seriously. Every time I publish any content, it will do something. Okay. So while it is doing that, I will take you through the admin tool. How many times you have heard about WebDrind since morning? I will show you how it looks. These are Easy Engine's admin tools. You can install them manually as well, but Easy Engine installs them automatically. And this is the WebDrind. Okay. We did something with WP post, right? Post edit screen, because here it might be too many screens. I will just clean it. Okay. I will publish one more. Yeah, then see I have one more browser add-on installed this time. I am turning on profiling so that whatever I am doing on my site, only my browser's request will be profiled. Because WebDrind is a web viewer, the actual job is done by Xdebug's profiling mode. So I just enabled profiling mode from that Chrome extension. You can enable profiling forever for every request. Highly not recommended. because profiling creates very big files on your server, and it slows down that particular request as also. Okay, so yeah. So see, I haven't opened my API call code, right? Because on real side, when you have 50 plugins, you just can't open blindly each and every plugin. You need other way. You need first to catch what is slowing down, then you need somebody to tell you who is exactly that is creating this bottleneck. So it is other way around. You just don't get into code directly. Now on this screen, I have come across a curl exec call, which is taking 94%. These values are in percentage. So whenever I am trying to update a post, the time WordPress is spending, then out of which 94.89% time is getting in curl call. Now you will say, let's then control F curl on our entire code base, but that is not going to work, because now I am a good developer. This is my second plugin, so I am using WP Remote Get. I am not using curl directly, but it's fine. You can just click on the curl call, the most expensive call, where it is called from this line. You just keep jumping. From where that line was called from, dispatch request. From where it was called from, HTTP request. From where it was called from, HTTP get. From where it was called from, again HTTP get. Okay, called from HTTP remote get, and now HTTP remote is called from bad API plugin save post function line number 25. Let's see what's happening there. Bad API call, line number 25. Yes, we have a remote get function which is pinging some site, and the developer is crazy. He knew like WordPress timeout thing in 5 seconds, so he also override timeout to 20 seconds. I will just remove this code. I don't want this. Okay, I can deactivate the plugin also, but I'm not sure like what else I want from the plugin or not. If it is a big plugin, I may just comment out few lines. Actually, if it is a good plugin, it will give me filters also, which I can use to disable a particular function. Now, update is pretty fast. The Pong is gone. Okay, so this is how WebDrain can help you. And there is one more tool I would like to show you. The query monitor we just saw. It's nice, but the problem is you need to be on site. It will show you how much time this page was loaded, right? 0.83 seconds. What if you have something else to do and you are not able to catch up? So you can enable MySQL slow query log, go to sleep, come next morning and use Anemometer. It's a different tool. It's also installed by Easy Engine. Here you will see bad queries. Easy Engine is the Anemometer has got, and you might able to find. Yeah, this is about that bad query without brackets. So query monitor is good. I keep it when we are developing something or I'm testing something. But when see, there are different roles. As a developer, you should use query monitor to keep in loop, like the code you are coding aren't slowing down right away. So that is like during development, have that plugin installed. But as a system admin, this project is both for system admin as well as developer, because they often keep fighting. Tera code kharab hai, no, tera ko configure karna nahi aata. So this tussle, like it's your fault. We have to end this. This is the time. We have found the bad code. Now, whoever written it, fix it. So this is Anemometer tool, which we use. It has plenty of features, and it requires a lot of configuration. First, you need to enable MySQL slow query log. Then you need to configure some cron job or manually import that slow query log into this anonymeter. Anonymeter itself uses a database. So it has its own table. So it's a bit odd that you have to download SQL query log from one database and then import it again into another database. So these are the two tools which we use to solve our performance issues, like whenever we meet a performance issue. And where we were? Yeah, the part 3 I will just show you Easy Engine commands. This was the command I use for slow query log. I can run this command and shut down my machine, like means the client machine. I have to run the command on server, and it is not a blocking command. I can run it. I can come after 1 hour, 2 hours, and it will keep logs ready. Then this is Xdebug profiling example. As I told you, Xdebug is profiling is heavy. We shouldn't keep it on always. Then the last is WordPress debug log. That this is most WordPress people are familiar with, WordPress developer. You add 4 lines in WP config and it give you one file in WP content debug log. But we added it in Easy Engine automation of that part, because Easy Engine has a EE log command. When you run EE log command, it fetches all log files for that particular site and gives you a linear stream of all the messages. And all the tools you have seen, WebGrind, Anonymeter, they are a bit tough to install because they are not made for WordPress. Anonymeter is MySQL tool. It could be used by PHP team, or it could be used by Python, Rails, any developer. So they are generic tools, so they don't come out of the box with any configuration for WordPress or develop keeping in WordPress community in mind. But this single command can get all those tools. If you are using Easy Engine, you just have to run this command and go to port number 555. So finally, the browser add-on. I use Chrome, so I have shown you the Chrome add-on. For Firefox, there is add-on for Safari, Opera. The presentation is online. The links are clickable. Only thing I couldn't find add-on for IE, and but there is another mode in Xdebug where you can profile all requests. Maybe then, if you want to use IE, then you can use that mode. That's it. I hope next time you come across a slow server, your expressions will be like this. How much? Okay, this time it was fast. It's easy. Debugging is very easy. So. Yeah.